my next video, I'd like to do one on always on display and how to set it, when to come on and off. So let me give you a little background first. I'm using my Samsung S25 Ultra, and I'm on One UI 8 Beta 3. So this will work a little bit differently than other phones. If you have it, I believe the always on display works a bit different on the, if you're on a S24 or 23 or whatever. But anyway, I want to give some background first. If you're like me and you have the always on display, it's a nice thing to have, but it also is always on, just like the word says, always on display. I don't look at my phone 24 hours a day, so in my opinion, that's a waste of battery. So there's a way to make it come on only when you tap it, which now it becomes more interesting to me. So that way, instead of looking at a always on display, I can tap my screen and it'll come on, and I can tap it again and it'll shut off. So let's dig right in here, as I always say. So let's go into your settings and scroll down and look for lock screen and AOD, always on display. So always on display is turned on, of course. So we'll go into this and let's just go over all of these settings here. So we have always on display on, show lock screen wallpaper. I have that turned off. I don't care to see the wallpaper if I'm trying to look at the time or the date or a notification that I just got. I don't want that. Show now bar, that comes in very handy. The now bar has a lot of good information on it. Okay, when to show. Here's the highlight. So show a clock and notifications when your phone isn't in use. Tap to show. Auto, show all the time unless your phone detects that you're sleeping or it's a face down or in a dark place that hasn't moved for at least 5 minutes. That one wouldn't be too bad to have on either. That's kind of neat. You can do it always. You can do it as a schedule. So you can set a schedule when it always, or when your always on display comes on. Or you can set it for new notifications, which that would be kind of neat to turn on too. So it's all in your personal preference, of course, like all this. But I put tap to show. So I'm going to turn off the phone and hopefully it doesn't stop recording. If it does, then I'll be right back. So I'm going to turn off the phone and show you what the always on display looks like when I tap it. So yeah, I'm back just as I thought it would. Once I hit the power, it turns off the recording. So I can't really show you what my always on display looks like, but this is the setting and how you do it. So once again, settings, lock screen always on display, of course, has to be turned on. And when you tap into it, it's when to show, and I have it set tap to show. So I'd like to show you, can't do it. I could get maybe something else to record that, but it's just basically you're always on display and you can see the always on display part. And then you also have your fingerprint. So if you want to get right into, the way I set my phone up is if you want to get right into the phone, I just put my thumb where the fingerprint's going to be and it bypasses everything, goes right into and opens the phone. If I don't want to see that, I just tap the screen and up will come. I'll take a screen. Now, can't take screenshot either because it's off. I have my always on screen, always on display set like anybody else with the time, date. If I get any notifications, which is really nice. So that's the basis of how to tap to show your always on display. So I hope you found my video to be helpful. Thank you for being here. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for your time, and until next time, I'm out.
you.